Hello and welcome to Castle Farms Homestead. It has been 3 years since we started this homestead, and some questions have been asked of us, and I thought now would be a good time to get you those answers. If you look around, you'll notice we're in a desert. And so some people have been wondering, where does our water come from? That's a great question. Someone asked if there's a river around here, and while there used to be, millions of years ago, we are in the riverbed of a once giant ancient river that has dried up. There is an aquifer that runs underneath all the homesteads out here, and we're able to use a well to pump for water from that. Having water is a very important thing and something that my parents looked for when trying to find a good place to start the homestead. They were able to find places that had more land but didn't come with much water or any water sometimes. And you just can't build or sustain a homestead without water. You need the water to grow, to water the orchard here, to water the animals, yourself. Water is life sustaining. And so having that massive aquifer under us with more water rights than we could possibly use was a huge deciding factor in coming out here. We've been asked what we're growing on the homestead this year. And while we didn't do a big garden this year, we had done potatoes in the past, tried to do strawberries, killed them immediately because we forgot to water them. Had some garlic going, that didn't turn out well. But what we really have is our orchard, which is still a few years away from really bearing fruit. But this year, despite the animals' best attempts to, the wild pronghorns' best attempts to eat our trees, the trees are doing really well this year. Almost all of our orchard has survived. There's one or two that might not make it, but we thought that about some other ones, and those have bounced back really well. So we've got our orchard, some cherry trees still growing, and our flower beds, which aren't looking good right now. We've had some cold nights recently, so the flower bed's dying off. But we have some onions in here that we need to dig up. As well as some tomato plants that had borne fruit for us, some pepper plants that had given us some peppers, and some squash growing over here. This might be a pumpkin or maybe a butternut squash, but we've got little things growing up here. Next year, we'll be going for a big garden again. This is more onion right here. It's looking good. Along with the plants, we of course have the chicken. And of course, we have the newest additions to the farm here, Boris and Pork Tricia, our two pigs. How you doing? Come on, how you doing? Oh, yeah. We weren't planning on getting pigs when we did, but the opportunity came up and it seemed like the right time, so we went ahead and got them. We will be getting more animals. I don't know when, but we do plan on extending, the amount of livestock that we're raising here. I believe that the next animals that we're getting here are
goats or a cow. So they were supposed to come before any pigs, but as things will have it, we have pigs and not the ones we talked about. So, but I think that's the first ones that are on our list.
When are we getting dogs? Working dogs, unlike Toby and Molly.
That's a good question. I don't think we have a set time frame on that. I know when Mom feels that we're settled enough, ready to have dogs, might not even be till we get our house built.
Someone asked if strong winds are a problem out here, and the answer to that is yes. Right here behind me, you'll see a rip in our greenhouse plastic that I had to patch up when a windstorm lifted, what are they, 7 by 19 polyiso greenhouse panels off of someone else's lot and blew them across the entirety of the co-op community. One of those panels hit our greenhouse, causing this massive rip in it. So strong winds are a big problem out here. And that is something that has to be taken into consideration whenever we build anything. When putting up this greenhouse and putting up our cattle panel hoop house, we made sure to get the plastic over it as tight as we possibly could to prevent it from moving up and down in the breeze, because that's going to cause, in the wind, because that's going to cause extra wear on it. So just get it as tight as you can so that it'll last longer. And then with everything else, you have to make sure that things are super secure. Recently, the door on the chicken coop blew off because of strong winds. And so I had to replace the screws on that. The screws that we were using were screws that came with the hinges, and they were just short little screws like that. And I knew at the time that they weren't going to be strong enough. I figured, well, we're keeping it closed, it shouldn't be an issue. But with the winds, it rattled the door until the latch lifted and the door swung out and just ripped it off the hinges. And so now it's got 3-inch screws going into the door, into the side of the trailer that the chicken coop is made out of. With our utility shed, we had 3 walls put up on that before heading back into town. And we had a windstorm blow through, knocked over all 3 walls, killed trees in our orchard because one of the walls fell on multiple trees, crushed some of our ladders because walls fell on ladders. When you're putting like a vapor barrier on a building, you want to delay doing that until you're going to put the siding or the roofing over it. You have to do those essentially the same day so that you don't have to worry about the winds coming through and ruining what you just put up. Autumn is here, winter is approaching, and some people have asked what we do to prepare for the winter. When we lived in this fifth wheel, one of the things that we did was cover the entire base of it, all these openings and stuff, with bales of straw to help prevent the wind from blowing through, to trap air under there, allow it to maintain some warmth, and better insulate the fifth wheel. Now that we're in the house, we don't have to worry about that as much, but there are still things that we have to do as we get ready. One thing we're doing is finishing our solar system. We have all the panels up, but now we have to run the cable from them over to the utility shed where the battery banks are going to be, and make sure that we run the cables from those to the cottage here, so that as the days get shorter and often cloudier, it'll make sure that we just have enough power for our home. Then there's more general maintenance things that we do, like whenever we run the water from our well, we have to make sure to walk the hoses to get all the excess water out of them so they don't freeze in the night and burst our hoses, as well as making sure to close the spigot on the well so that there's not water in there and it won't crack and break our spigot there. Another big thing we're doing to get ready for winter is putting in this pellet stove here. We have to cut a hole in the ceiling and set up the pipe for it and everything, but this will be our main source of heat for the winter months. It's located centrally in the cottage. My room's behind this wall here, and we'll do a good job of keeping this place warm for us. All right, Mom, do you want to tell us what you're doing out here?
I am feeding the chickens old wild rice, but it's like too yucky for us to eat. I was cleaning out our food storage in our shipping container, and we don't want to eat it, but the chickens don't care what it tastes like. So I just cooked it up, giving it to the chicken. I'll probably give like half of it to the chickens, and then from that half, divide half between the 2 pigs. So Best thing about having animals, you never throw food away because, well, the dogs will probably eat some of this too. So between the cat, the dogs, the chickens, the pigs, the compost pile, you never throw food away. It's awesome.
It's all going to get used. That's
Yeah,
great.
it all gets recycled. Let's watch this. Hey, girly girls. Oh, they're being shy because Brady's big and scares them.
I accidentally stepped on one of them.
Yeah, he stepped on one girl's foot, so.
She's over here eating though.
I'm surprised they're. Oh, and also I have rolled kamut that we were supposed to cook like oatmeal, but never did, and it didn't smell so hot either. So I'm just gonna, sprinkle some of that out for them, so they get to have a feast. They just love to eat anything that's different than their everyday food, and they get scraps all the time, so makes them happy.
I think they just love to eat anything.
Yeah, they just like variety, so they don't have taste buds, really, but they do have things that they like more than others. But pretty much anything I put in that dish, they like. So usually it's their feed that I take and ferment for a couple days, but today it's wild rice and some rolled kamut flakes on the ground, so.
Have we done a
Keep 'em
video on
busy for a
fermented
while.
feed?
I'm pretty sure I did one like a few years ago,
Yeah, we might do another one.
but they like it and it's healthy and it makes your feed last so much longer. You just ferment it for a few days. So look at now, you know that they like it when they start walking in the dish with it. So
On average, how many eggs are we getting a day?
10 to 12.
That's a lot of eggs.
We got 13 one day out of 15 hens, so that's pretty good.
Uh-huh.
They lay most days, but not every single day.
Yep. How'd they do today?
I was out this morning, somewhat early-ish for them, and I got 3 eggs, which wasn't very many, but it was also early-ish. So I'm hoping to find more. That's not great. 2. Ooh, that one's warm still. 2. They're beautiful. In case you're thinking, 2 fake eggs in there. And
Because they are peer pressure animals.
they are.
And so if they see someone else is laying, they'll lay.
Oh, I want to lay too. I want to be like her. Sometimes they do go like to an edge or something. Well, that's not a great day. Like, that's our worst day since they started laying.
All right, I have to cut in here real quick to let you know that that was actually a 13 egg day. With the 3 and then 2 the Bobby got, that was 5. But at some point, Clint had come out and gathered up 8 eggs. So a total of 13 for that day, not the 5 that we thought we had gotten. Poor Trisha over here thinks she's starving to death.
She is. She's always starving.
What? We got their food dishes.
Yep. Okay. The dogs think they need some of this too, so there you go, puppies. Where's Molly?
Momo,
Mama!
come here. She's sniffing one of our piles of mushroom compost.
There you go, puppies. Okay. All right. So I'm going to divide the rest between their dishes.
Yeah, there, Toby.
Usually when I feed poor Trisha, I'm not as agile as Brady. I'm not jumping over the fence. So I have to like pour the food over. And I don't know how to do it without getting it all over her head. Because as soon as I start pouring before it hits the bowl, she's got her head in the bowl. So she usually has food like caught in her hair.
I usually wave it over here to get her coming this direction. And when she moves over, dump it quickly into her bowl.
That's what Dad told me. He's like, give her scraps somewhere else and then you can get it in her bowl. So then how do you get the bowl back in?
Oh, you just toss it in.
Just drop. Let's see if I okay, you do it.
Gross.
That's a nasty bowl. I like my way better. I don't have to touch anything dirty.
Yeah.
And look at her tail wagging. She's like a dog. She's a happy girl.
And poor Boris.
And Boris Johnson over here is starving.
Oh,
poor buddy. Poor Boris.
He's in desperate need of some food.
He's so hungry. You guys got breakfast late today, so you shouldn't even be hungry yet. We were gone at breakfast time. Yeah, you got fed a little bit late today. Of course, this is a snack before dinner, huh? Watch out, mister. Watch out.
Just drop the bowl.
I don't know. I was going to see if he'd eat out of it. All right, watch out. I can't drop it when your head's there, buddy. There we go.
There we go.
He's like, oh, that's not the...
Is that it?
He says, that's not the pig pellets I was planning on.
Huh.
Do you not like wild rice, sir?
That's interesting.
You have a discriminating taste, and that's not something you want to eat, huh?
Because
Patricia's done with hers.
She's actually picky.
Yeah, she won't eat hay. Gross.
But Boris eats hay. That's his right there.
But Dad said he got served her pellets a day or two before the hay came. Now he knows what that is and he wants that. But you should like the scraps. It's delicious wild rice, mister.
That's funny. Oh,
I thought he'd be all over that and excited.
that's so interesting.
Picky.
You don't like the rice, huh?
And meanwhile, Patricia's done.
Patricia's like, give me more. Give me more, she says.
That's funny.
Absolutely licking her bowl clean.
Yeah, and smacking her lips about it.
And Boris just has no...
He's turned up his nose. Look, he's literally turning up his nose at it. Literally.
You just don't like the rice?
Maybe he'll sniff it again once we leave and he realizes that's it. He's not getting more. Well, he is getting more.
Right there, buddy.
That's funny.
And this is why you're so small.
Yeah, you're picky. And look at Patricia's like, more? I need more of that stuff.
Oh, he tasted it.
Uh-oh. Can you tell that it's past the expiration date, sir? Can you tell it's not as fresh as it could be?
That's so funny. I thought he would have been all over it.
Yeah. I thought he'd be so happy to have something different than hay. They love it when I bring bananas, banana peels, avocado peels, lettuce. I got celery this morning.
Yeah, they eat avocado skin.
Yeah.
And you don't like the rice?
And banana peel.
You should pick you out. You should pick you out. Yeah, don't try to eat my finger.
Yeah. That's funny.
All right.
Who knew? Well, I guess you don't get any more tomorrow, Boris. Patricia will get all of it.
What does a typical day look like for us out here?
What does a typical day look like?
If we have typical days.
Yeah, I don't know about any typical days out here. Right now we're helping a neighbor build her homestead, so that takes up a good portion of the day.
Oh, where's my finger? Wrong direction. Boop, boop, boop. That's it right there. We're helping build that right there.
Oh.
You can see the garage and the greenhouse and the chicken coop. Right behind the greenhouse is the platform that we're going to be building her house on.
So that takes up a good portion of our day, but then we're just doing whatever we can to progress here. So yeah, get up in the morning, get dressed, have a little food, get out. We usually go over to Mary's first, do some work, second, who knows. There isn't a typical day.
It depends on what needs to get done, how the weather is, if anything surprising came up that suddenly we have to deal with.
Yeah, because there just isn't a typical day. Other than we're working on whatever project we can get our hands on at the time. So that's about it.
And what are you getting ready to do right now?
I am going to build another chicken coop. And this one I'm going to try to make out of scraps that we have around here. Other than some lumber that I bought, because we don't actually have a lot of other excess lumber to build the chicken coop with.
Ignore the piles of lumber behind him.
That's for other projects. So
That's for multiple barns.
yeah, that's for something else. But a few pieces. But yeah, actually, I'm using part of that barn. I'm going to use siding from the barn to put on. I'm going to do a little board and batten on this chicken coop, and I'm going to use some galvanized metal that we got from another place, old used galvanized metal for doing the roof. And so it's going to be a mix of stuff that we just have around here, trying not to use much of the new purchase stuff. And just, you have to buy hardware though. We don't have hardware, but anyway.
And then we're going to sell it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sell it. Yeah.
Because people have been wondering how we make a living off grid.
We're working.
You see that place I pointed out earlier? Building that garage with the chicken coop at the house.
Yep. And so this is more of a fun project for me, just because I like to do this kind of thing. So just build something out of scraps and see what I can make it look like. Hopefully pretty cute. And then we don't need it, so I'll sell it.
And we'll make sure to have a video of that chicken coop for you guys. And hopefully soon, this YouTube channel will be making money for us. We are 100 watch hours away from qualifying for ad revenue.
All right.
Soon,
We'll
we
be
will
making pennies.
Maybe whole pennies.
Whole pennies.
So thank you guys for your support and everything. We really do appreciate it. It's fun showing you what we're up to. It helps keep us motivated a little bit too.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a pain in the butt sometimes.
Oh, it's a huge pain a lot of the time.
It's like, let's go get doing this. Oh, we got to film it.
Because, like I said, Clint wants to start working on that chicken coop right now, but I have the receiver for the mics to shoot this video. So just shoot it and then we'll do voiceover for it.
Well, part of it we probably will. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So on to the next question. Hey, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
What's your least favorite chore on the homestead?
My least favorite chore? I don't know.
You can't think of one?
I get out of whatever is my least favorite chore, I guess. It would be, well, in the winter, it's going to be taking stuff to the compost pile on a cold, snowy day, but I just wouldn't do it. I would wait for a better day to do it. So, my least favorite, I don't know. I don't know.
What was the question?
What's my least favorite chore on the homestead?
Oh,
Do you have a least favorite chore on the homestead?
my least favorite chore.
Oh, wait, I know what mine is now. Washing dishes.
That's what I was going to say.
What am I?
almost like I waited for
I know.
Is that what you were doing?
Yes.
Oh, I was thinking outside chores. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what am I doing? So
I panned over to the dishes and back.
That's funny.
My least favorite chore is watching Mom do the
Do
dishes.
yeah.
I feel bad watching Mom do the dishes, but
I feel bad with you watching me do the dishes, but the kitchen's a little bit small. And then I feel bad when you guys do like really hard work and I don't. So I don't feel that. So then I feel more justified doing the dishes because you guys are outside sweating and doing harder manual labor than I do.
it seems to be a fair trade.
So that's what I figure. Plus, I like the kitchen to be clean, and the only way to do that is to clean all the dishes and put them away.
Are you insinuating that we would not do that? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Based on evidence, yes.
What do I miss the most from living in town?
Dishwasher.
A dishwasher?
Yes.
And I keep trying to figure out if we could squeeze one in, but then I don't want to get rid of a cabinet to have a dishwasher. So I just suck it up and do the dishes and listen to something good on YouTube while I do it, and then it's not so bad.
Perfect.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
grateful. I'm inside and I have a water heater and I don't have to do it outside over heating the water in a fire. And so I don't have to do it like Caroline Ingalls did. So I can't complain.
Perfect. Thank you. We were just saying that there's not really additional chores on the homestead. It's all kind of just projects that we have. So I mean, like technically, you know, feeding the animals are chores and everything,
Yeah.
but it's not difficult
Before
to do.
there's snow on the ground, it doesn't feel that much like a chore. It's
Before-
kind of like entertainment. So
Before
when
there's
it's-
snow on the ground, it's not really a chore.
in January, it'll be a chore.
When we have more animals, we'll have more chores.
When we start to get mucking out pens and everything,
Yeah.
that'll be more chore stuff.
Instead,
But-
like right now, I just look and I go, Boris, you're gross. You poop all over your pen. But Patricia like goes all in one spot. So
Yeah,
Mucking out the stalls will be Brady's chore.
of course it will be. But otherwise, nothing really additional. I suppose we do vacuum and sweep more frequently.
yeah, who generally does that?
I vacuum and sweep on occasion,
I have vacuumed and swept on occasion as well.
so, which means we all do it more frequently.
I just did yesterday, didn't
All right. Since you're in the kitchen, I got a couple more questions for you.
Okay.
What is something that you always keep in the pantry?
Something that I always keep in the pantry?
Keep stocked in the pantry.
Lots and lots and lots of things. We rarely run out of things.
Yeah.
Something that I keep stocked in the pantry. So flours, different kinds of flour, different kinds of sweetener, vanilla, pasta, tomato sauce, chili.
Lots of cans of chili.
Because if things get bad, it's best if it's hot, but you can eat it cold.
Mm-hmm.
And it has lots of protein in it, and most people like it. And it has tomatoes in it, so it gives you vitamin C also. Kind of like a complete food. You know what our pantry looks like.
I do. I do.
I'm trying to think. What else do I always keep in the pantry? I'm like looking over at our little cabinet. Protein powder, nuts,
Pretty well stocked. There's
salt, spices. We have a lot of spices. They don't all fit in our cabinet in
this
here.
is true.
Because, yeah. Oh, potatoes. Because you can do anything with potatoes. When I was in college, that was like my staple. Because you could have them mashed or fried. Or potato pancakes. Or a gratin. Or potato salad. Like you could eat the same thing every day, but it didn't feel like it.
And what's something that you always keep in your medical supplies?
Activated charcoal and bentonite clay. Bentonite clay, you can do it internally, externally, take care of bug bites, burns, scrapes. It'll soak up bad stuff. Don't take it if you're on a blood thinner, because it will see that as a poison and pull that out of your body. Maybe because it is a poison. Burn gel. Yeah. Oh, and
Lots of Band-Aids.
yeah, silver in the water.
Colloidal silver.
Colloidal silver, yeah. Which it's silver. I don't know. I'm probably gonna use the wrong word. Molecules, but it's probably not the right word. Suspended in distilled water, and it comes in different strengths, but it's antiviral, so it's really good to have. 'Cause you can take it for any kind of infection and it will work.
Perfect.
Don't take too much, or it'll make your heart beat too fast.
Well, folks, that is it for this video. We appreciate those of you that asked some questions, and hopefully this was able to shed some light and provide some information for you all. There were a couple questions we didn't get to, so we'll have to do another Q&A later. But we hope you liked this video, and if you did, be sure to like the video. Leave us some comments letting us know any other questions that you may have, and please share this video. We'll see you guys next time at Castle Farms Homestead. Hey, Mama. Oh, buddy. That's all over your face. That's all over your face, young lady. Oh, my forearm looks kind of big there. Bam. 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 Hello?